So, Sexy MILF K. Michelle was making headlines again because she made a list, a very important list of Billboard artists that had the highest debuts for the year 2016. Now, the Shade Room posted it and some other blogs and whatnot. Shout out to the Shade Room because that's where this particular tea came from. Really, okay, the Shade Room posted it and then she reposted it on her Instagram page. And I'm going to tell you what she said in a second. But let me just say this. What I'm about to say in this video is no shade to K. Michelle. I'm just talking about music in general. You know, K. Michelle is too damn fine for me to shade. You know, she has the type of booty that you can just fall in love with. I mean, that thing is perfect for a lot of things. I mean, it's a multi-purpose booty. I mean, you could lay on it. You know, you could tear it up. You could use it as a pillow. I mean, there's just so much that you could do with a booty like that, man. So I don't have anything negative to say about K. Michelle. I mean, that booty is everything, my lord. And I'm not trying to sound thirsty. I'm just saying. But anyway, I just had to say that before I get into this. So here's what they said. The Shade Room said, K. Michelle lands a spot on Billboard 200's biggest female debuts of 2016 list. And on the list, it had Beyonce, then Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, Barbra Streisand, Britney Spears, Meghan Trainor, Gwen Stefani, my girl Gwen, Sia, K. Michelle, and finally Fifth Harmony, which is a group. But anyways, here's the deal. K. Michelle said, number 4, I'm Doing Me, Nothing But Kimberly, with a sunflower, which is her favorite flower. Now, number 4, she's saying that because it's her 4th album. Now, here's my issue. K. Michelle in 9th place sold 54,000 copies the first week of her 3rd album being released to the public. I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she made this list and everything. But 54,000 copies in your first week while being on a major record label is not good sales. Now, you might be saying, well, why are you making a video about K. Michelle if you're going to break her down? It's not what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to tell you. The music industry was rigged years ago to fail on purpose. I'm not saying that she's failing because there's other ways to monetize your music other than selling records. But K. Michelle, somebody who sings as good as she does and looks as good as she does, and being on a major record label and the biggest, arguably the freaking biggest reality TV show, if not it's one of them, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on VH1. I think The Real Housewives might be the only one that's technically bigger than it. But Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is a huge deal. As far as in the TV market world, it's pretty freaking big to get as many viewers as it does on a cable network, on VH1 and everything. If I'm not mistaken, that's their biggest show, like, period. VH1 has been around for like 30 years, right? Or maybe longer, a little over 30 years, I'm pretty sure. And if I'm not mistaken, that's their biggest show, like, period. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, out of all the Love and Hip Hops and every single other show, if I'm not mistaken. So for somebody to be on that type of platform, to be one of the biggest stars from the show, to have 3, if I'm not mistaken, she was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she had My Life, and like, I think, don't hold me to this, I think she had like 2 other shows. I'm pretty sure she was on 4 freaking TV shows all at the same time. I mean, like, these were like her show. Like, I consider Love and Hip Hop Atlanta to be K. Michelle's show because she's one of the biggest stars. Like, Jocelyn's one of the biggest stars. That's the Jocelyn and Stevie and K. Michelle show, if you really want to break it down like that, right? No shade to the other cast members. No shade to my favorites. And y'all should know who they are by now. I'm just saying, K. Michelle basically runs shit on that show. She's a staple. That's why they put her on Love and Hip Hop New York. She's the only one that I know of that crossed over to a different Love and Hip Hop. The second person who was going to do that was Johnny Blaze, coming from Love and Hip Hop New York season 5, guest starring, reoccurring or whatever on there. And then she was going to star in Love and Hip Hop Houston, but they got canceled. Anytime they put you on 2 different shows like they did with my girl K. Michelle, coming from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, coming over to, what was it, Love and Hip Hop New York season 5, that's a big freaking deal. I don't know whether or not y'all really realize it, but that's 2 different shows that she was a cast member of, plus the other 2 or 3 shows that she had, including My Life. For somebody to be on that many shows, to be that big of a star on reality TV, to sing as good as she does, to look as good as she does, to be signed to a major record label, to sell 54,000 copies, the game is rigged. There's no reason that she shouldn't have dropped 200,000 to 250,000 the first week. She just gets too much promotion. I mean, her name is basically a brand. But anyways, this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just saying, that the music industry is doing things in a very, very slimy, grimy way. I feel as if music became too powerful and some seemingly powerful people, I'll just put it like that, who don't want me mentioning their names, certain families and certain groups, certain think tanks, really just basically got together and said, hey, we got to control this music thing like never before. We got to put a stronghold on it. And you might be saying, well, why the hell did Beyonce sell almost 500,000 records in her first week? Well, because she's Beyonce. She's freaking Beyonce. But look at Lady Gaga. She sold about 170,000 the first week. Why is Lady Gaga selling less than 250,000 the first week? Actually, to tell you the truth, Beyonce's sales should have been more like 750,000 to 1 million at least the first week, and Lady Gaga should have been more like about 500,000 the first week if the game wasn't rigged. Truth be told, but I'll talk about it another time. You know, I had this series of videos called Word War on rap's dominance, but a lot of things that I was saying about how, because I'm going to bring back that series and start doing more videos about that. I forgot about that. I've been so busy doing other things. But I'm telling you, they're purposely messing with people's record sales. I mean, congratulations to her. I'm glad that she made the list. But if you add it all up, if you add up how many records that these 10 people sold, I guess it was less than 1.5 million out of 10 people, less than 1.5 million first week combined sales, or maybe it was about that, but it was definitely less than 2 million for sure. Less than 2 million, 10 people, the top 10. And the first week combined, 10 of the top female artists couldn't sell 2 million records combined. the top 10 in the mainstream music industry. Makes absolutely no sense, other than it was set up to be that way. And it's deeper than people downloading music online for free and watching free YouTube videos. It's way deeper than that. But I'll talk about this another time. But shout out to K Michelle. I'm happy for her. I wish her nothing but success. You know, I love seeing her do things about as big as her booty. And I'm just trying to make sure that the sales match the ass, my lord. And somebody's tinkering with the system. It's rigged. It's like voting. It's just not right. It's just not right. I mean, she should have sold 500,000 records just for the booty alone in the first week. But anyways, my lord, this is just what I think about it. What do I know? I'm just an asshole with a microphone. I'm not somebody who's in the mainstream music industry. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channel. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, and Meat Magazine blog on Instagram.